There it is, brand new music from 9-time Grammy winner Sheryl Crow. It is called Evolution. It's the title track from her upcoming 11th studio album. And the legendary Sheryl Crow joins us now. Sheryl, good morning and welcome back to the morning show. It's good to see you.
Good to see y'all. How are you?
We're good. Listen, last time you were on the show with us was back in 2019. You were just over there in our studio. We were talking about your album Threads, and you told me that that was probably the last album you were ever going to put out. Glad that's not the case, but what made you decide to make this album Evolution?
I did say that, and I did believe it. But, you know, honestly, I wound up with a bunch of songs that I'd just written really recently, really in response to everything that I'm going through here, which I think a lot of us are going through as well, our questions about AI, our questions about social media. I mean, it sounds like a heavy record, but it's actually very fun. And I called my producer buddy and said, I got a bunch of songs. Will you produce it? And so that's how I wound up with a new album. I thought it was going to be an EP, but I couldn't stop writing.
Yes, and don't ever.
Yes.
So Evolution, I know music is so personal, and I know you don't, as an artist, probably want to make people feel a certain way. You want them to evolve themselves and feel however they want to feel. How were you feeling when you were creating Evolution?
Well, every song was very personal. I mean, you can tell by the content of this album that the questions I'm asking are questions that all of us are asking. Like, how are we going to navigate this? I'm raising two boys; they're teenagers, and what that generation is being handed is, it's kind of terrifying. You know, I was in the studio recently, and this young songwriter I've gotten to know, who's just fantastic, had taken a demo and used John Mayer's voice, AI, to sing the demo, and it scared me. I mean, you could not tell the difference. And I think at a moment when we're trying to figure out what the truth is anyway, with all the algorithms just sending us things that we already believe, this is very problematic, and especially for artists, because, you know, we're supposed to be the ones who are bringing words and music to kind of the experience of the collective. And then if you throw in algorithms and technology, and it becomes overwhelming, and I worry about what it's going to mean.
Yeah, it is a big and ongoing conversation, to be sure. Meantime, we have to say congratulations on being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year. Class of 2023 included not only yourself, but Kate Bush, Missy Elliott, Shaka Khan. Can you talk to us a bit about, I mean, that's such a great and a powerful list of women. Do you feel that the female representation when it comes to the Hall, Sheryl, is it getting better?
I think at least it's at the forefront of people's minds. You know, there have been wonderful women throughout history who have been considered less than rock stars because they're women. And I think at least it's at the forefront. It's a part of the conversation now. Typically, the board for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think, has been men. So all I know is that being inducted into the Rock Hall with all of the musicians and artists who have brought me to where I am is just a huge honor for me. And having Stevie Nicks up there with me, who I could safely say if it weren't for Stevie, there'd be no me, is, you know, a giant thrill and a you know, huge honor. And getting to have my kids in the audience, when really, I think they think of me as just mom, and that I go to work sometimes, for them to feel the weight of this life that I had before them. It was, you know, a little bit of a game changer. My 13-year-old asked me if I was the Taylor Swift of my generation.
That is awesome. I was just going to ask you about this moment, having your sons there on the red carpet. Love it.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
It's been almost 31 years since your debut album, Tuesday Night Music Club, which swept the Grammys. Since then, you have been so open about the struggles you faced in your life, from mental health challenges to a cancer diagnosis. Sheryl, what has helped you the most during those times?
Oh, I think friends and family, and my faith. I think for anyone, obviously the experiences that I've had are not exclusive to me. We all have these experiences that come to us dressed how they are in our own experiences, but they're still the same emotions of loss, of fear, of sadness, grief, joy, accomplishment, all these things. And generally the things that keep us connected to who we really are the people around us who know us the best. And for me, every time I've had a bout where I've needed somebody to help me, there has been somebody close to me to help me find my way. And I have talked about mental challenges, and I think now we're seeing it even more than ever when you have social media where it's like compare and despair. You need to have people around you that care enough to ask you, how are you doing? Do you need help? And I've always had that, and I've been very, very blessed to have a wonderful family and wonderful friends.
Mm-hmm. And I know music has also helped a lot of people. I know Sheryl Crow's music has certainly helped a lot of people find their way through the years. Evolution is out Friday, the brand new album from Sheryl Crow. Sheryl, great to catch up with you this morning, and thanks for joining us.
You guys, thank you. Thanks for having me on.